Welcome to the IHP community and our 5D collective of mystic, spiritual, and mindful living, loving people who are doing the best we can because we are using, in fact, our ventral vagal state and continuing to put mindfulness into practice with mindsight skills. You sift your sensations, images, feelings, thoughts, which is why we do understand easily how to put healthy boundaries, and easily we are able to know neuroscience, neurobiology, and good mental health professionals explain to us exactly what happens to the impeded brain. And impeded brains have one option, but if they don't go to Patrick Tian, then we get to watch as they think years and years after with all of the certificates they have. There's men and women, I see them flaunting YouTube, 3D, 4D collective is everywhere. And so they will tell you they can do it. I know they do have the capacity. They have the capacity to choose to go to Pat Ogden and or Bezel van der Kolk and or Stephen Porges. No, Stephen Porges is doing research. Basically, they have the option to choose to go to therapy, but some won't. And actually, the ones who say they can are the same ones who don't, who use YouTube as a way to express their frustration. And I noticed that that's actually drama kings and drama queens. And the 3D, 4D make me think of Ursula. She tries to copy Ariel, and Ariel who gives up her voice. And I'm neither of those two, because it's like, hey, Eric, I got a tail. That's what it means when you have no shame of your child parts and you are in the lead with the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. You can thank my mother, because I said, you can't spank me, and she let me say it. And then I went off to make my suitcase. It's called a differentiated self. That's me. That's why here we only have the 5D collective. Jesus taught me forgiveness. God taught me humility. And when people think I'm an asshole, I don't give a shit. Because the one thing I noticed as a teenager is the cowards have always the same MO. And as a grown woman with neuroscience, neurobiology, and more than just that, attachment trauma education, some people physically are not capable. They can only get their brain integrated if they choose to go to therapy for however long it takes. We don't know. But that's the only opportunity. As for those who want to say they can do it, they're the same people I put in the same boat. So you got martyrs, superiors, blamers hanging out, or you have those who are authentically being their ventral vagal state and have virtue and don't pretend. Pseudo-intellectuals, man. They're all adaptive child part. They just look good on a screen, and the only ones who flock to them are the same Peter Pans who have I want to be a rebel. So you got a teenager in the room because they're actually spiting a lot of things, but above all, beneath the surface is shame. I'm defective. I'm flawed. I'm imperfect. So again, we'll talk some more in story time, but when you get to be like Jesus taught me, and God and Holy Spirit, you're going to feel good because we're all humans. We all have a 0-1-year-old. So you're going to know you did the right thing in being able to stay in your ventral vagal state, open-hearted, open-minded, because it's also an integrated brain, restorative, embodied, self-aware, accountable, regulating life. It's really fun. Tune on in to hear about how it works.